Hey, good morning everybody. This is Andrew Pench here from Living the Florida East Coast. Now today I wanted to do something a little bit different than what you've seen me do before in the past. So you've always heard me talk about new construction this, new construction that, but what about the pretty neighborhoods that are established with the mature landscaping, the nice canopy oaks and that sort of thing? Within Vero, I haven't really shown off Vero's beauty the best of my ability on this channel. So today we're gonna be doing the top 5 established neighborhoods starting here at McAnsh Park. Houses here are gonna be really cool. They really start back in the 1930s. It's gonna have a lot of character, honestly just a lot of beauty that Vero Beach is really known for. The reason why I chose this neighborhood to start off the video, I probably should have ended the video with this one because my goodness, there's just so many pretty houses here. Houses here in McAnsh Park range anywhere between like 1930 starting off to like 1986. Here's a good example of a lot of the houses that are here. You've got like string lights and little, it's just like a whole vibe, you know? It's kind of like a Key West style vibe to it. Different detached garages and guest houses and all sorts of things on roughly about half acre or so. And this whole place is just littered with places like that. Like Royal Ponciana, really nice mature trees. I mean, look how beautiful that is. This is just one little tiny corner of this place that you get to see here while I'm walking around. Everything's super well maintained, like you can see. Lots of mature coconut trees and palms like that. And I wanted to kind of like point out different listings. So it's 2551 Buena Vista Boulevard, and they're only asking $340,000 for this house. So you can get into a neighborhood like this. There's no HOA here, so you've got some houses where, you know, grass isn't cut, but the majority of these houses just take really nice care of their properties. Like this one, for instance. Looks like you're in an HOA neighborhood. Everything is well maintained. Obviously, it looks like they have some irrigation there, flag. I mean, like that is just a beautiful house. If you wanted to get into a nice, well-respected neighborhood, you know, you say you live in McAnsh Park and everyone's just like, oh, I love it there. It's one of my favorite places, blah, blah, blah. Kind of jumping it up there, I kind of want to give you two polar opposites. You've got another more expensive option. This is 2326 Bonita Avenue, listed at $625,000. Built a little bit newer, 1975. It's been newly renovated, and again, it is a pool home. All right, let's go to Central Beach next. We are here at Central Beach right now, which is absolutely one of the prettiest places that I can honestly take you guys. It's even hard to see behind all the landscaping, but just to show you a hint of how pretty this road is. And a lot of these roads all up and down here are like this. What classifies something as Central Beach is really it just running parallel to Ocean Drive. So what I love about this neighborhood is the fact that right now I can just walk to you know, all the shops, all the restaurants, the boutiques. Check out this house right here, just absolutely gorgeous. And everyone here is, pretty much everyone, it's almost a requirement actually to own a golf cart. And you can just ride a golf cart around these, around the island and get to and from pretty much wherever you need to go. Alrighty guys, so just to kind of briefly go over some different options we have here. I pulled up the cheapest option and I've also pulled up the most expensive option in Central Beach. So the cheapest one is 787 Dahlia Lane. It's listed for 1.1 million. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,114 square foot house, and it's been completely renovated inside. Really nice kitchen, white cabinets. Love the flooring that they chose, and honestly it's just on a great lot there too. So to go to another extreme as far as the price points go, we've got 3756 Ocean Drive listed at $15,950,000. It's a 6-bedroom, 8 bathrooms, 6,672 square foot house, sitting right on the ocean, you know, just giant ceilings and nice large kitchen. I mean, for almost $16 million, you are getting, you know, one of the most luxurious houses I've ever seen here in Vero. And also the location is just unbeatable because you are within distance to just about everything that Ocean Drive has to offer, which is, if we're talking about things to do in Vero Beach on the beach, Ocean Drive has got it all. It's got the Mulligans, it's got the Ocean Grill, it's got all the boutiques up and down Ocean Drive there too. On Cardinal, we've got Chelsea's Place where you can go get coffee and breakfast. And another thing we like to do is go to Cravings or go to Kilwin's, you know, to get some nice good ice cream and that sort of thing, because Cannon really enjoys that kind of stuff. So guys, if You know, you're looking in the $1 million plus range, 1.1 to start off with. As far as what we've seen in the active listings, this is where I'd recommend to look first. If you are beach people, if you wanted to, you know, get acclimated to that kind of lifestyle, and this is exactly where I put you, just because you get all the amenities. And it's honestly, for 1.1 million, that last listing we looked at off of Dahlia, I think you're getting a lot of house for your money there too, being on the island and walking distance from everything. Alrighty guys, we're here at the next neighborhood, and it's honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in two neighborhoods in one, and that is River Shores and Vero Shores. Now, what I was saying before when we were at the beach is that this neighborhood, or I guess these both neighborhoods here, a little bit further south in Vero Beach on the west side of the river, but you still get that access to where you can lower in your boat and then be able to take that boat straight to the ocean if you wanted to, or do some inshore fishing or everything like that. So guys, this really is the most affordable way. It's in South Vero, like I was saying before. So what I like about this is that it's a more laid back community. A lot of people keep their boats in their driveways. You know, if you're working on it, they don't really say anything as far as, you know, the restrictions and things of that sort. So it is pretty laid back. What I like about this one too is I would kind of compare it to the Keys. So my family and I, we go to Little Torch. Shout out to Aunt Linda and Uncle Adam for being the most awesome people on the planet. They've got a house in the Keys and let us stay there, you know, once a year for about a week or so. Honestly, guys, this place, this neighborhood has such a Keys vibe to it, as far as just like, you know, kind of being more old school Florida, but still being, you know, you're smelling the salt water. You're right there, you're on the canal, and you can just take it straight out to the ocean, either Sebastian Inlet or Fort Pierce Inlet, which is about a 15-minute cruise on a boat. And so let me just go ahead and give you an example what kind of listings that you can expect to find in either River Shores or Vero Shores. So I'm gonna jump over to Jim Fisher. So Jim Fisher just opened up an office under the umbrella of LPT Realty in downtown Vero. That's where I am. He is a powerhouse of a listing agent here in Vero Beach. So he sold this house here at 2233 6th Avenue Southeast for $775,000. I want you guys to realize how much of a big deal it is. It's a, you know, this is a double driveway house. It's got a pool, it's got a dock, and usually whenever you're talking about these kind of amenities being right on the canal with a pool, with a dock, that sort of deal, you are most certainly talking over $1 million in most cases. But with this house, that is not the case. So, I mean, you could see it definitely needs some touching up, maybe some, you know, interior decorating or renovations and that sort of thing, but it's still a pool house on the canal with the ability to be able to take a boat straight out to the ocean for under $1 million. That's almost 2,500 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. To kind of go to the polar opposite, because I know I mentioned there's also houses here without canal access. You know, you've got 474 22nd Street Southeast. And this is a $375,000 house built in 1960. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, just under 1,800 square feet. So you can see there too, if you like this vibe, this style, you can still get a house in this neighborhood, in this area, east of US 1, close to the river, for under $400,000. It is absolutely possible to move to Vero Beach within a budget in one of these nice established neighborhoods with this mature landscaping. There's even some vacant lots here, you know, nice frame houses with metal roofs and that sort of deal. This next up, two neighborhoods we're gonna be going to, because we've kind of stuck to the water scene. So we went from the beach to the river. Now we're going and looking at some acreage. Alrighty guys, now we took a little bit of a drive. We're out here in the country, still very well manicured, beautiful houses, and we are in the Polo Grounds of Point West. This is probably one of their older homes that have been here for a while, and I am gonna show you an example of a listing we have here from 2002. So you got the nice older, more mature, you know, oak trees going on. Looks like a newer metal roof was put on, but at the same time, you've got newer construction and you've got a whole bunch of other vacant lots that you can choose from as well. So you've got an established neighborhood while also new construction being put on. It's actually pretty common here in Vero. The reason why it's called the Polo Grounds is because you literally have a polo ground field. So if you like watching that sport, if you're interested in horses, if you're, you know, into equestrian communities and that sort of deal, you can literally pull out your lawn chair in front of your house, and here is the Polo Grounds. But anyway, you guys can enjoy a nice game of polo right here. And also too, since we are in Point West, you get to take advantage of the amenities that they have over there in Point West. For instance, they have a clubhouse, they have a swimming pool, or maybe even multiple swimming pools. And they also have a golf course. So you get golf privileges as a perk of living here as well. And then Point West has a beautiful course. So anyway, guys, I want to give you a couple little examples. I'm going to start off with a buddy of mine, Anthony Fulcher. He actually has a listing in this community. It's listed for $1,695,000. So this one unfortunately is under contract. I mean, well, fortunately for the sellers and for Anthony himself. But if this is one you are interested in, they are accepting backup offers. It looks like they just went under contract. But it is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 3,378 square foot house. And it's absolutely gorgeous inside. It was built in 2024 on a half-acre lot. So, I mean, this thing was just done to the T as far as, you know, upgrades and everything that you have. Kind of going to the contrary of that one, we've got the least expensive one, at least the least expensive listing we have, is 1060 East Polo Grounds Drive. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,047 square foot house built in 2002. Again, on a half-acre lot. You know, honestly, it's got a 2022 roof for $875. That's not a bad deal. This is just a beautiful neighborhood all on its own, out west of Vero. Take advantage of those golf courses that's across the street, clubhouse, all the amenities of Point West while living in a neighborhood like this. The next neighborhood we have, a little bit more acreage, but it's honestly, if I had to pick a neighborhood to move to, it would be this next one. You know, there's nothing for sale in this neighborhood. There's only been one sale in the last year, maybe even 2 years in this next one. So if you guys want me to put you on a search for it after we talk about it, I'd be happy to do so. Alrighty guys, so before I reveal the name of the neighborhood which I'm sitting in, which is gorgeous right now, just wanted to mention that I am a realtor here on the East Coast of Florida. I can help you relocate to Vero Beach, Sebastian, Melbourne, Palm Bay, Port St. Lucie, you name it. Anywhere in the Vero Beach or surrounding areas we specialize in. It's like our backyard. And if you wanted to move somewhere further away from that, our brokerage is a nationwide brokerage, and we can absolutely connect you with somebody who can help you out anywhere else in the, you know, really in the state. Now it's time to reveal where we are. We are at the Farms. So the Farms is actually right next to a neighborhood that my granddad developed called Bella Terra. And in Bella Terra, there's actually a street called Andrews. I think it's Andrews Place or Andrews Street, I don't know. But it's definitely my goal to buy a house within Bella Terra on Andrews Place because, you know, come on, that's some sentimental value there. But it's extremely expensive. It costs about how much I paid for my house just to get a lot of land there, which they do come into 5 acres, which is the same here. They're a little over between 4 to 5 acres, and it's just as beautiful. A little bit more spread out, a lot bigger of a neighborhood. This is a much smaller neighborhood as well. You know, only a few select homes. It's one street, goes down to there, comes back, but just look how pretty everything is here. So unfortunately, what I was saying beforehand is there's just not a lot of sales in this neighborhood. I mean, you do not hardly ever see a house pop up for sale. The last one that we did was last year, and it was bought under $1 million, believe it or not. So guys, the house that I'm talking about is 6745 3rd Place Southwest. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath at just under 3,000 square feet. Beautiful, beautiful house on 4.5 acres. And honestly, I mean, guys, the fact that you can get this place for under $1 million the way it was and the way it sat is incredible to me, because you're not only out here far away, you have these surrounding, you know, beautiful houses with detached garages and, you know, places to store your RV and your boats and everything else like that. But you're also pretty darn central in Vero Beach. So you're only just a little bit further southwest from where I live. And, you know, I can ride my bike over to the mall, to Chipotle, to Chick-fil-A, that sort of deal. So since you're only a couple minutes away from their driveway, you know, as far as like driving time, that means that this is actually pretty darn convenient while being on acreage. And two, they have a lot of new construction homes being built out here as well. Alrighty guys, so that concludes today's video. I hope that you enjoyed exploring the prettier parts and the prettier older neighborhoods with the established and nice landscaping and everything else like like that Vero Beach has to offer. So if you did want to visit, please go ahead and reach out to me using the contact information below. We'd be happy to meet with you whenever you did come into town. Happy to show you around the resales, the nicer neighborhoods that we have here as well, in addition to, of course, the new construction from all of our favorite builders. So guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.